All right, picture this. You've just done it. You finally closed your seed round, or maybe that highly anticipated Series A. The champagne is popped, the press release is out, and for a brief, fleeting moment, you actually feel like you've won. But then, Monday morning hits, and the real pressure begins. You've got the capital, sure, but how quickly can you actually deploy it? Having the funding is really only half the battle. Now you need the expert team to match it, and you need them in days, not months. Most importantly, you need real people driving your projects forward, not just another piece of software.
Hey everyone, and welcome. I am so thrilled you're here for today's explainer, because we are going to unpack exactly how you can completely bypass those agonizingly slow traditional hiring bottlenecks. Today, we're taking a close look at ExpertOnHire. It's a platform explicitly designed to fast-track your tech team right after you secure funding. So if you're a founder sitting on fresh capital right now and you're sweating over how to find top-tier technical talent across regions like Dubai, Riyadh, or anywhere beyond, you are in exactly the right place.
Let's quickly look at our roadmap for today. We're going to cover 1. The post-funding hiring trap, 2. Why large platforms fail, 3. The ExpertOnHire solution, 4. The founder-led difference, and 5. Exactly how ExpertOnHire works. Let's jump right in.
Section 1, the post-funding hiring trap.
Look, raising capital is a massive achievement, absolutely. But it also triggers an immediate, incredibly high-stakes countdown. The clock is literally ticking to build your team before your market opportunity just closes. Your investors are expecting momentum, and you need very specific elite talent immediately to get that going. We're talking AI and machine learning engineers, cloud infrastructure architects, cybersecurity compliance experts, SaaS developers. You can't just hire anyone, right? You need verified experts, and you need them right now to maintain that post-funding velocity.
But here is the horrifying reality that stops all that momentum dead in its tracks. 3 to 9 months. Seriously. If you go the traditional route, posting a job board listing, sifting through hundreds of resumes, doing endless rounds of interviews, and then finally negotiating a full-time technical hire, it commonly takes between 3 to 9 months to actually get a signed offer. Think about that for a second. That is an absolute eternity in the startup world. It's time that a funded startup literally does not have to waste. So the crucial takeaway here is that you are immediately faced with 3 massive bottlenecks. First, as we just saw, traditional hiring simply takes way too long. Second, you might be thinking, well, I'll just hire a freelancer. But let's be real. Freelance platforms are often unverified gambles. Anyone can create a flashy profile and claim to be a cybersecurity genius. Actually verifying if they have the skills takes time you don't have. And third, on those massive platforms, support completely disappears the absolute second something goes wrong. Which brings us to Section 2, why large platforms fail. So faced with a potential 9-month hiring timeline, what do most founders do? They panic, and they turn to massive automated freelance marketplaces. But have you ever posted a critical project on one of those large platforms only to feel like you completely disappeared into a queue? Or worse, you had a real issue, like a project was actively going off the rails, and you literally couldn't find a single human being to talk to? Instead, you get a ticket number, a generic chatbot, and a multi-day wait. That cold, impersonal, totally automated nightmare, that is the exact gap ExpertOnHire is built to close. When we actually compare the two models side by side, the differences are just stark. On those large platforms, it's fully automated matching. You are literally just one data point out of millions in their system. But on the flip side, ExpertOnHire uses AI-assisted matching that is actually backed by their founding team. While the big guys give you a chatbot or some generic dispute resolution policy, ExpertOnHire gives you direct, personal access to founders who are personally invested in resolving your issues. Large platforms basically abandon you the second you onboard. ExpertOnHire maintains ongoing, personalized involvement. It's a game changer. All right, Section 3, the ExpertOnHire solution. So what does this actually look like? Well, ExpertOnHire provides a feature set that is purpose-built for funded startups. First up, AI-vetted and weighted experts. This means their real technical skills are actually assessed. You aren't just gambling on some self-written fluff profile. Next, they have built-in video conferencing. You can interview, brief, and manage your experts directly inside the platform. No more juggling 5 different software tools just to have a meeting. You can hire a solo expert for a quick one-off project or scale up and assemble an entire team. Plus, it features escrow-protected payments to keep your capital totally safe, an end-to-end workflow to drastically reduce your operational overhead, and most importantly, direct founder access, the whole shebang. Moving to Section 4, the founder-led difference.
Honestly, this is the beating emotional core of what makes this platform so incredibly different. It's not just, better technology. It's real people who are personally invested in making sure it actually works for you. This is that white glove, reassuring support model that startups desperately need. If an expert isn't the right fit, you aren't just filling out a web form and crossing your fingers. You're talking to the core team. They actively monitor engagements, meaning they don't just sit back and wait for you to complain. It's a completely different philosophy, entirely based on real human accountability.
And finally, Section 5, How ExpertOnHire Works. Okay, so let's get practical. How can you actually start deploying your capital today? Well, the process is incredibly frictionless. Step 1, you just create a company profile and describe exactly what you need. Maybe it's a deep dive cybersecurity review, or you need a lead machine learning engineer. Step 2, the AI-weighted matching engine goes to work, and it surfaces experts whose verified skills perfectly fit those exact requirements. And Step 3, you review their profiles and connect directly through the built-in video conferencing to interview them. It is all totally seamless, all in one place.
Moving on to the final steps. In Step 4, you've got total flexibility. You can hire just that one single expert or use the platform to build out an entire project team, whatever you need. Step 5, you agree on the terms and place your funds into secure escrow. This is huge because it protects both you and the expert until the milestones are actually met. And finally, Step 6, the safety net. If anything, and I mean anything, needs attention along your entire journey, you simply reach out to the founder and the team directly. Boom, handled. So, I want to leave you with one absolutely critical question today. Is your funding waiting on your team? Think about it. You did the hard work. You proved your vision. You secured the capital. Do not let a sluggish, painful hiring process or a faceless platform kill your momentum before you even really start. You need real expertise, you need it fast, and you need it backed by people who actually care about your outcome. If you are ready to stop waiting around and actually start building, head over to ExpertOnHire.com to build your team today. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and I will catch you all in the next one.